resume. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. The Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block, and the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Tulane's offense will get first crack at it here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tulane.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he will score! Touchdown, Green Wave!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out. And the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
He's looking to throw. Trying to bow his way in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Spins away from the defense. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Bruins decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum.
Holding, receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, beat a more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He's got it. First down and goal. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Quick strike complete. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tulane! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw. Now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. Finds a little space. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Back open in the middle. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bannister. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Bannister. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's good.
nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the running back. He's out past the 35. There he goes. And after gobbling up some... yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They've been running it, but now the pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the set.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Green Wave. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten.
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
that's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They get to him as he throws. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Tulane right back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Breaks away on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The give out of the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the mark. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it.
foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The green wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got it. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Tulane looking for the 4th down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Green Bay! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and now... their way. Now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Elway. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. That's caught. It's Dennis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayden. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. makes a third down stop. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from... Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the air on first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Miles. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return. The one-a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bruins are marching down the field. Give to the running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The lone back's got it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up in this 3rd down play. Back has it. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. This offense has it with really good. position. To the ground with the back. Fights off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Splits the uprights right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is, when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. Just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He'll try the left side. Turning it on. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Quarterback on the keeper. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Works the middle of the field. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. The give as they work on that clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're trying to slam it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 27 to Michigan State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayden. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. It's so hard to stop.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls apart.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They're going to ride this running back.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Tulane right back to the line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on third down. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over.